Hello and welcome everyone to Gavra Racing tonight, and we are here at the Indianapolis Road Course for GTE's action tonight. We are alongside me, and who is going to be your lead commentator for tonight is of course going to be the one, the only Ethan.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening everyone around the world watching us here in the GTE cars at the Indianapolis 500, but this time we're not going around ovals, and it's not going to be the 500, we're actually going to be calling it the Indy Motor Speedway Grand Prix for the GTE cars here for round 8. It's going to be quite jam-packed. You've got long straights, you've got tight corners, you've got big corners, you've got wide corners, you've got every corner that you want, you've got any straight that you want, and they've got it here. The GTE cars, well, Flip can win the championship this round, I believe, if he wins the race, but because Gavra is a bit lazy, he hasn't updated the website, so we don't know any championship standings, but thank you, Gavra. But yes, James, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Just to give some quick information out, this is a 2.49 mile circuit with 13 turns.
Thank you for that.
But yeah, I'm happy to be here. Fine, we're back finally together, because last time out I was on my own.
Yeah, I've got my GCCs now.
Yeah,
so
it was a long one.
Period.
If you wanted to know what happened last time, if you didn't join, basically Flip won. He lapped everyone up to the top 5, so that was 14 all the way up to 5, because we had 14 cars. That's a lot of the field he lapped at Laguna Seca, right? And he actually technically lapped up to 2nd at one point, right? But then he had to pit, and then he just didn't lap all the way up to 5, so we had top 5 not lapped in the race, and the rest were lapped, so yeah.
I'm guessing you got driver of the day then?
Yeah, can we just... yeah, he did. Can you just quickly put the map on, if that's alright?
Yeah, so another timing screen that'll be useless at the moment in time, and Quantix has just joined the session.
Yeah, so we have 14 drivers here, just to say as well, well, 13 actually. Allo Champs and Flip have, I think, I did some maths, I think they've wrapped up the constructors already, so well done them.
Well done.
Just a bit of pride now, but yeah, you know.
For the Porsches.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you... Sorry, you're leading this, sorry.
So welcome to the Indianapolis. Obviously we have the Indy 500, but this time we are going around the road course. Formula 1 cars used to go around this course. I believe they've changed it. I don't know if this is the actual course. I don't know if it just... I think the last corner from where on the map it says from turn 11 to turn 14, they've made that so it's all just one right-hander, and that's what happened in I believe it was 2006 Grand Prix, where they had some faulty with Bridgestone tyres, and the people with Bridgestone tyres didn't get to compete, and Ferrari won that one easily because they really had no competition. Only 6 cars took place, so the Americans did not like that. But obviously we're still in America, all the way from Laguna Seca, which I was not here for because yeah, I'm in my depressing years. But yeah, it was good. Was it good? Was it good, James? Or
yeah,
or do you think it was a bit boring?
It was a really good race. Got to be honest with you on that one. Great race. The only problem with it though was that we only had a couple of battles throughout the race. We had 2 disconnects in that race as well, which was ESR Singh and one of the driver. I can't remember now who it was. The only difference, by the way, of this circuit is where we are now. We have this sweeping corner here. So what we would do here is we would go straight up to the circuit instead of doing this. So where Aguilita is now, instead of going through the chicane here, right? We would keep going straight on the oval circuit and all the way down to the line, and that would be it. That's what F1 did, by the way. I've just looked it up, so.
Thank you. I was sure about it, but I just wasn't, that sure. When you get in your mind, you're just not. Yeah. You think you know, but really, you got no bloody idea.
You do know. You got to pass on. So well done.
Thank you. So yeah, it's going to be a good weekend. Do you think Flip will be able to win again? Obviously, he's currently 4th, but he's never fastest in practice because for some reason he likes to hide his pace for some apparent reason. But do you think if Flip will wrap up the championship and wrap up this race in this pocket?
Yeah, I think Flip's got this in the bag. He's technically beating everyone. My goodness me, I can't believe it. Really, it's just if the problem is though with him, right? And again, it is now. It's if he went in an esports league, I don't think he'd be quick, because everyone else is really quick.
I see what you mean.
But for this league, he's quick. Now, maybe if he's in like esports division 2 or 3, then he might be quick. But
it's just a different scenario in terms of raw pace from all the other drivers. But yeah, I can see what you mean. Yeah.
But I can't fault any of the drivers. They've done a great job this season. Everyone else is doing really well. So.
Very, very good job. But it's just that one person, that he's all by himself. But the midfield fight and the top 3 fight, top, third and second fights had always been quite great. But we have to wait and see, because this is actually going to be quite a good track, really, because you've got the slipstream down, the main straight, the back straight. It's a very tricky circuit, and also it's going to be very tricky on the driver. I don't know if you've driven around the circuit, James. It's very tricky. It's very tricky because these GT cars, because they weigh so much, the weight transfer going for a corner, such as this corner right here, you lose the back end so easily, even though you've got that fat rear wing. You're still not getting enough rear downforce. So, it's good, but you're still not getting that downforce that you really want. You're not getting that. You just rear end will step out, and you're going to step out, and then you're going to go to somewhere maybe off track, which is not going to be too great.
No, I'm just going to ask, what do you think the fastest lap will be then in like qualifying? Then we have 2 minutes to go this session, by the way. So
I reckon we can get into the low 21s. That's what I reckon.
Okay.
Obviously, that can change. What about you?
That's a push. I would say high 20. I would say 21.56, 21.5 or 21.6 would be the fastest time.
Are you going safe, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going safer because I know Flip might do it, but I don't think anyone else will. Well, actually, you never know with this league. And I don't think in this league as well we've ever had a different pole position. Except Flip's been pole and winning every race and getting every fastest lap. So. I think that's right. I'm not too sure, but anyway.
I believe it is.
We have had some comments, so I'll read one out to you. Billy says, "Hi guys, what do you think of this track?"
Quite good.
Yeah, it's a weird shape, to be honest with you, but it's good. Good track.
You want to talk about that?
No, I'm not. No. I'm not saying it looks like anything. I'm just suggesting that it's a weird shape to have a circuit like in the inside of a circuit. Like with the Daytona one, you actually connect to the proper circuit, and I like the Daytona one. I like if you've ever played Project Cars, guys, you will know the Texas one. I like the Texas circuit as well, so that's really good.
It's a nice track as well.
And HRD says F1 layout is better. Totally agree.
Totally agree. Especially with the slipstream down that main straight, you really want that because you can just invite so much more overtaking. So I wish there was a Formula 1 layout, but obviously we're in GTE cars, which is a bit of a bummer. Billy O'Connor also says, I hope the Formula 1 Championship was not decided yet. I think we all do. I think the last time the championship was decided in the last round was Abu Dhabi 2014, and we all love that. Nico Rosberg having problems at the end of the race, losing so many places, and Hamilton winning. We always like that. I don't know if James, do you like championships decided on the last, or do you like championships being decided during, towards the end of the season?
By the way, practice over. I wanted it to be decided in where Lewis Hamilton did it last time, and it was like, it's Glock, get past Glock, there, get it done in Brazil. Would have been nice, but sadly we couldn't.
No, we couldn't, unfortunately.
This last HRD, it says the last sector and the fast chicane is what ruins this circuit.
Yep.
Okay, well, if you've got to say that, as Marquis, we're looking in pit lane, as there goes one of the ESR boys across line. Do we have any ESR boys here tonight, actually? No, we don't, I don't think, so...
No, I can't see any on my screen.
That must be Cash then, if you can just... No, Cash in the pits, so I don't know who that was.
Anyway, he's having a little bit of a spin there, going into the final chicane, probably looked at the rear axle. We have a few things to talk about. I haven't actually discussed with Mr. James, which I should have done pre-show, but
That's fine.
we do have a few things that we have to talk about, especially one new car that was released in, I believe, last night. I believe.
Okay.
I don't know if it was this morning or last night, but we'll have a look at it anyways.
Yeah. If you guys haven't gone back and watched your last race, if you want to hear anything about F1 2021, we talked about that last week. We had not a big discussion. We had a kind of discussion about what the F1 was like. I kind of just talked to 4 people, but it was good. It was good.
We can have a more detailed conversation if you want. Yeah.
No, it's fine. If you want, don't matter. Anyway, so it's Marquis, Lonnie, and ID4 top 3. Allo Champ's next. I think it'll be Allo Champ's flip on the front step of the grid on the first row.
Hope you were to hear from Flip and Allo Champs at the end of the race. But surprising to see Flip not really up there. I would have thought, he obviously hides his pace, but I would have thought he would have been a little bit more up there. But obviously, we have to wait to see qualifying, which will be quite interesting. Obviously, we got the different style pit lanes, we should call it. In America, they do a lot of IndyCar and NASCAR, and they have these over-the-wall ones which provide safety for the pit crew, and also a little bit more drama in the pit lane. But obviously, I don't know what's going on with that Ford in the pit lane. And that BMW. James, is this on your screen? Or am I just seeing? Is it just my internet connection that's? Yeah, the BMW is weaving in and out. I mean, the Ford just went in the wall.
I don't know then.
But yeah, let's just have a read a few comments before we actually start the qualifying session, and rather on the outlap. HRD, why don't you just call yourself HDR? That would have been a lot more easier. Any other leagues going on? We do have many leagues going on this league. God, it'd be a while. We have a Project Cars League. We have the Gavra Academy, BMW 2002, the GT1, the GTE, and the LMP1, and the Radical R3 RS.
Yes.
And LMP1s, they only have, how many times? What's the week span again?
We have LMP1s, which is every 3 weeks. We have F1 A and B's. A is Monday, I think B is Tuesday. And we have... We're trying to branch out, Gavra did say, I think, onto GT Sport, but we haven't got a league yet in GT Sport. Just going to say that there. Jack Williams says, hi, come on, Allo Champs, hello mate, and hello, yeah, come on, Allo Champs then. Thank you for 620 subs, we've just hit it, so thank you. Hope we get Indy and NASCAR League.
That'd be quite fun. I would definitely do that, especially IndyCar. The overcycles would be quite fun, especially online. But yeah.
Somebody on YouTube, somebody on PlayStation who's watching on PlayStation in the active section, which are commenting in there. Somebody called Devonar. If anyone knows who that is, there we go. He said, if they're weaving in and out, this means they're warming up their tyres. So there you go. Just something he just wanted to add. And then Chef says, good evening.
And just to a point on that, on my screen it looked like they were like over weaving. I know they're trying to warm their tyres because you want to get as much heat in the tyres as you want. There's more grip, there's more the rubber. But all I'm saying is there was looks like it was going in the wall. Flip sets a 1 minute 21.71.
Can we have
that is almost like, was it like 2 seconds faster?
Yeah. No, 121. We said qualifying finished on a 120. No. Practice, finished on a 122.4. 122.6. Yeah, 122.6. So nearly a second.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is that Flip's time was 2 seconds quicker than his actual practice time.
Yeah, his that was, yeah. Can we have the map on, just so everyone can see where the dots are? I do apologise for being too...
There you go.
Yeah, guys,
All done.
we do have some stuff to talk about, which we did say.
Which...
But no, no. The thing I've got to back up with is I'm surprised because we talked to K Morse a couple of weeks ago. I think you weren't here. I think when we talked to K Morse, so you were. It might have been. And he basically says that he's quick in this car, but he just I don't know. It seems like he's quick, but not quick enough. Does that make is that?
Yeah, I think it's
Disappointing.
nerves. Because whenever I drive in the Formula 1 series, I always get nervous because you want to do as best you possibly can. So you push the margins, and sometimes you lose up, you lock the rear axle, you either, go a little bit too faster. So I think K-Mor's a fantastic driver, but he just gets a little bit nervous in key situations. I think that's my understanding of what,
Do you race this week?
No, I didn't. I had GCSE go. Not the actual exams, just revision stuff, and it was just painful. But yeah, all good.
That's good to hear. Yeah, you don't do like I did, do not much revision, but still pass everything except 2, which I'm still happy about.
Yeah, to be honest, I just want to pass my core subjects. I can't bother about everything else.
Yeah, I passed everything except English, so yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you did well.
And that's Quamdek's leaving. He's left the session, but no. What I want to know, if anyone can actually, what do you think is going to be quickest tonight? Then? Who do you think is going to be quickest tonight?
Lonnie's looking very quick, and he is setting a 1 minute 21, the low 21, so he's actually quite good. Flip, I reckon he can go on another set of tyres, maybe decrease the fuel just a little bit more. But with 4 minutes remaining, it's going to get tight, and I reckon Lonnie has got this in the bag, but we'll have to wait and see because there's still 4 minutes. Time is getting smaller, but I don't think he'll be able to do it in time. But we'll have to wait and see. We cannot say anything right now, but yeah. What do you think?
Hard to say, really. I just don't know. I think it'll be out of Marquis, Flip and Lonnie. I thought Alo Camp's had a good chance to do it, but he's got a 1:23.1, so not really. But here comes Lonnie then. Let's see if it's quicker.
No, I don't believe.
He's a second off.
Well, let's go on board with a lap with Lonnie heading down into turn 1. Heavy braking zone here. He tried to clip the club. Last lap he did actually take quite a lot more room, braking a lot later, but this time he's trying to keep it tighter to get a better exit off of the left. And here the right hander of turn number 4. Bit difficult because your rear wants to step out as much as possible. Here is the very tight chicane, and he's gone onto the. It's my screen. It's going a little bit weird, but I don't know what's going on. But up to turn 7 now. This is a bit difficult because you got a left hander, and for some reason my internet is gone really, really bad, so I cannot really ride on board with them.
Yeah, he was going a bit wide there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's showing you showing on your screen, but
in the background, whoever that is, whoever that was in the background. Oh, he just went off. But anyway,
I can't find him.
Yes, we do have a few topics to talk about, as we say, but we are going to mostly focus on the race for the first 10 minutes, and then after that, if we have no battles, we're going to talk about whatever, because we can. And by the way, just to say,
going a little bit more faster this time.
Just to say, Husa has joined us now, so Husa's now joined the session, so nice to see him tonight.
That is quite nice. Hopefully be able to get a run in qualifying here. But you can just see, I can't wait for the race where people join back on the track, because the exit is literally merges with the exit of turn 1, and it goes straight to turn 2. So I cannot wait to see how drivers react. Maybe the person who's just gone through turn 1 and then just going through turn 2 maybe wants to defend, or maybe someone who's coming out the pit lane wants to completely attack that person, make sure they go wide going into turn 3 of the long right hander.
Sorry, just to say, Fast has left the session.
So it's not going great. I think we're having some more disconnects again, which we've had problems all season, really. We even had problems with GT3, didn't we? So it's not going too great so far. But yeah, so far, Lonnie in first place by 0.3 of a second. Maybe he can improve his time just to extend that gap just a little bit more to Flip with a 1 minute 21.360. Very difficult circuit, as we've very much explained. The rear wants to step out on you every single moment, but you really want to reduce the drag because down that straight you gain a lot of time. And unfortunately didn't get to improve his time as he now enters the pits.
We have some comments going through. I'll wait. Yeah, we have comments going through. Jack Williams says, I wish more American tracks on this game, like at Las Vegas, and Atlanta.
Yep, I think this game, because obviously they're now, who makes this game? Naughty Dogs.
Something like that, anyway.
Yeah, I think it is. But they're in the current development of making Project Cars 3, but we all know that it'll be out for when the PlayStation 5 is out on the Xbox 2 because they've got so much more power in the systems, such as the PS4 will be going to an AMD Beast with all SSDs, with a brand new AMD Ryzen, also with brand new graphics. But PC is absolutely fine, but I'm starting to notice, I don't know if you're starting to notice, James, whenever I go on F1 2019 now and I play career mode, I'm starting to get lag spikes, which with the PS4 you shouldn't really get, because, you know, it's optimized for gaming, PCs are more optimized for desktop work, but can be optimized for gaming. But I've really noticed a lot of lag spikes, and it's really said to me, this PS4 is at its limits now, and really we need the next generation of consoles to really take it over, such as the brand new Google Stadia that's coming out in literally 5 days.
Nah, we'll be fine. There we go, there's qualifying then. There's qualifying. I'll run you through if you want. So we've got Lonnie with a 121.36. Second is Marquez. Flip third, not on top third way for the first time this season. Then it's K-Morse, ID4, led the Irons, Cash, who's joining us tonight, Allo Champs, Agulator, Gavra, Cromdex, and who's last. We do have no Faster tonight. I think he's trying to sort out his internet. But there we go, look. The top three separated by 0.2 of a second. And then next is 1.1 seconds, so it's a long way back, K-Morse, but K-Morse tonight is improving. I think this is the best qualifying of the year, K-Morse, so well done.
So, Lonnie gets pole position here, and I believe that's his first of the season, if I'm not correct. I believe the other person to get pole position was Faster back at Donington.
Yes, so
that was the other driver.
Yeah.
There is somebody. So Flip, still in third though, only 0.3 behind, so it's very close between the top three, and I cannot wait for them to fight on track, so that'll be really, really good heading into the race. And I think we'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen.
Please don't do like last night. Yeah, if you didn't watch, we were fine. If you didn't watch Academy last night, I had to come in because somebody couldn't do it. And basically, we did the qualifying, and somebody just was like lagging in the pit lane, and we had to like end it and then come back into a new session and do another qualifying and another race. Can we just have the map up? That's all we need, really. Thank you.
Yep.
The map is all we need. There we go. So yeah, up to you when you wanna what you wanna do, yeah, anything like that.
So we will be talking about some topics, but our biggest topic of every single race is James's predictions for the race. Limited.
Oh,
James.
I'm going to say Flip to win, Lonnie second, and Allo Champs. I'm going to say Lonnie second and K-Morse third, actually. Marquis fourth, and I think the biggest gainer of position today will be, of course, Allo Champs, who probably may get a podium, but I doubt it.
Good predictions, and we'll see if they are true at the end of the race. That was
and
segment.
And I hope that, and because Flip is going to win the race, I think he's going to lap everyone up to fifth.
That was James's segment of James's predictions for the race. Limited, Indianapolis GP. Right.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I have to wait a few, like 30 seconds, I believe, and we will actually get this race started. We do want to get started as soon as possible. Obviously, the drivers...
Oh, it won't load. No, damn that.
Obviously, the drivers wanting to get started. Obviously, they're preparing their cars. Obviously, they're setting their fuel. They're getting their strategy correct. And you can see, in America, fit the theme of Ford versus Ferrari, which is out tomorrow in the cinemas. You can see America Grand Prix, Ford's on front. Quite fitting, I think. But yeah.
It quite is. And if you didn't know, in LA, very quickly, Ferrari won the GT American Championship and we're green.
And we go! It's Lonnie with the absolutely fantastic start there, and he's actually staying in front of his team. Marco is trying to stay in front, but Flip's trying to attack Marco. You can see just behind him, I believe that is Led the Iron. I don't know, but Lonnie leads down into turn 1, and if we have a look further back, we see the Led the Iron, and who is that? A Ford is going off, and another Ford's going off. This is not a great start for both the Ford drivers.
ID4's off.
ID4 is off. And the Ford looks like it just got pushed off, so there's no damage there. Led the Iron is now into third. K-Morse, where is Flip? He's down in 9th place. He hasn't had a great start here. It looks like he was in a collision with the Fords, and looks like he's lost a lot of places right after that start. So unfortunate for him. Gavra's up into 8th. He's gained, I believe, 3 positions there, which is good for him right off the start. Allo Champs is trying to... I think he's passed Led the Iron there, but Led the Iron's not going to have too much of it, but Allo Champs bravely defends that position, goes right deep into the right-handed. I'm losing my voice. Cassin is now at 3rd place for some reason. Looks like Led the Iron had a little bit of a problem there, but Cassin in the Corvette is there. I believe he's replacing one of the ESR boys. I think it is Sind, or unless I'm losing my mind. K-Morse, he is 1 second behind now Lonnie, so Lonnie off to an absolutely fantastic start. And if everyone can remember back, there's a cone in the background, there's so many cones in the background just flying everywhere. These drivers are trying to take up all the track limits. If you can remember, the Ford is such a good car on the straights, achieving 194 miles an hour, while the Porsche can only achieve 186 miles an hour. I found this out because Project Cars had it. So that means Porsche will have to try and keep up in those corners. Those corners will be very, very tricky for them, but they will have to try and manage their corners, because down the straight, that Ford is fast.
Yeah, it totally is. I'm just looking now at Flip. He's not getting past Gavra at all. It looks like I just watched him in the background come up to the straight. They were not trying at all there. He's like, I'll just leave this. I'm not going to win this race. I know I'm not going to win one race. I've already won the championship pretty much. I'm fine. That's what he's thinking. But no, it's a very interesting race.
It's already started off quite well, and you can see Marco just about 4 tenths away from Allo Champs, getting cheaper, closer. It's now gone from 4 tenths to 3 tenths. Almost haven't looked down the inside. He was thinking about it, but to be honest, I think he was thinking about the final 10 minutes instead of the hour and 27th minute, which is quite good observation from him.
Yeah,
we can.
Oh, sorry, let you keep talking. Sorry.
No, you go here.
No, if you've ever seen this circuit used with IndyCars, they came here I think it was like this year or last year they came here. It's just unbelievable, the IndyCars. They just really quick. And I watched the video right from the American Grand Prix with IndyCars versus F1, and down from the last corner when they started in the second last corner to the start line. The IndyCar came across the line quicker than the F1 car, but then the F1 car just blazed the lap quicker by like 4 or 5 seconds. So it's interesting, but anyway, it looks to me like I think the top 2 are pulled away. It looks like there's a battle on behind for I shouldn't really be talking. You're the one who's leading this, but Allo Champs and Marky is anyway.
You can see Flip not too far away, and he's got past Gavra now. So he is past Gavra. Been waiting a lap, as James said actually last lap in that exact same corner. The Flip wasn't making a go for it, but Flip finally did, and he's trying to put in his best lap time so far, going 10th up in the second sector already. So he's passed Gavra, which I think Flip wants to get higher up, but I think he already got his mind. I've already won this championship. I'm really just doing this race for fun. At the moment, we do have Marco, but he is now 6/10 behind, and that's what the dirty air really does. It does slow you down in those corners. You don't get as much aerodynamic effect that you do when a clear straight line. But down those straights, you can just see it went all the way down from 7/10 to 4/10 of a second. So you can just see the difference. ID4 gets actually get past Gavra now. It's actually quite a good move going down to turn 1. Gavra left in the space, and now he's down to 10th place.
Back to where he qualified, I think.
Yes, I believe it is as well.
Anyone else where we can see battles?
Marco's right behind. Marco is right behind Alachams. He could actually go for a dive bomb here. He's actually going to go for Daniel Ricciardo. And he's actually done it, but no, he locks up the rear, loses a little bit of the rear with no downforce on that rear wing from the change of direction. But he didn't, he got that move done, but unfortunately, he just wasn't Ricciardo at that point. It's more like a Sebastian Vettel in 2018 at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix going down to turn 1. But no, he goes for it again. He goes for another Daniel Ricciardo, and this time he succeeds. Luckily, there's a curb there to save him, not the grass. And into the next corner, he goes a little bit deeper, but he definitely does get that corner, and he has the better acceleration against the Porsche. But you can just see the Porsche is right tucked underneath that rear wing, and he's going to go for a move possibly down the inside if that Porsche has got any speed down the straight, which it does look like. There's about a 1/10.5 between them. As they go down into turn 1, Alachans will actually leave it because he's on the outside. There's really no room on the outside. He can get pushed onto the grass quite easily. So again, he's thinking about the final 10 minutes and not thinking about 1 hour and 23 minutes. So quite a good start there, James. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. It's a very good start. Really good race. I just hope we see all of this throughout the race, like battling throughout the race. And not just as we have had in every single race. Sorry about that, I was just looking at something, that's why I was there. But no, I hope we don't have like every race that we've had so far this season. We've had like first 20 minutes really good, and then an hour to an hour and 10 minutes, an hour to about, I'd say, so 30 minutes to go to about 20 minutes to go, really good racing then, and then after that everything else is like, oh yeah, they're just possession. But there's the battle in front as well now. It's led the Irons and Alloys champ, I think, having a battle. If I am mistaken. Oh no, that's not. No, never mind. What they were.
Flip just got past ID4 in Ford against Bush. That could be a new movie title, why not? We will be talking about that as well. The brand new movie, Ford vs. Ferrari, about the 1966 Le Mans. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so far so good. James Flip hasn't really had the best start. I believe, he started 3rd on the grid, and he's now down to 7th. I believe he was down to 9th, and then he mucked his way up to 7th, and now he's got a little bit of room to keep the car nice and steady, and he's got to catch up to Led the Iron, which is around about 2.3 seconds away.
Yeah, he's doing alright. I wouldn't say it's the best race ever done, but
he's won all the other ones, so yeah. But yeah, so far so good. Really no battles on the screen at the moment. Flip and ID4's probably the closest between them two, but Flip trying to set personal best, really.
Yeah.
Yep. Flip, unfortunately not able to catch up to. He has catch up to Led the Iron. He's caught up by about a second, so he's actually done quite well. I don't know if Led the Iron actually made a mistake, maybe a lock up going into a corner. But yeah, so here is your leader for the moment, heading into an hour and 20 minutes, nearly about 9 minutes gone. Lenny is leading by about 3.9 seconds, about 4 seconds, and I reckon he can extend that with the straight line speed of that Ford. Hopefully that's talk to Miles of the race. If we could see what his verdict was on the straight line speed against the Porsches. Camos in second, Catty in third, which I believe he started fifth.
Yep.
I want to say fifth. Which is a replacement for Sins. Because of the colour scheme, that's the only one I can remember. Marco S in fourth, around about 2.9 seconds away from Gassi. Champs then followed about 1.8 seconds. Here, James laughing. Do you want to share with us what you're laughing?
Yeah, go on then. I'm just saying that half time, England are 5-0 up.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's always nice. But just to let people know in the stream, we will be filling you in with the England scores. We don't really care if you're English, but if you are, England are 5-0 up, so it's quite nice. We will qualify for the, I believe, what is this? Is this the...
Yes, he is.
Wait,
yes, he is. Index. Lonnie is looking. Is making it look easy, but it's not.
Yes, he is.
Anyway,
5.2 seconds in front now.
Because we don't have any battles, if you want to talk about anything, whenever you're ready to talk about your topics, you can talk about them. So, yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about one right now, which I've been most looking forward to. I just found out this morning. Well, if you people who are watching, obviously you're connected to the internet because you're watching this. I don't know if you would like to type in a car called the Ferrari Roma. It is a brand new Ferrari V8. It is apparently going to replace the Portofino, which they said that the Ferrari Roma. Roma. There you go.
Right, there we go. I think I've just put it in right. Have I?
It is supposed to challenge.
Oh, there we go. Got it now.
It is supposed to challenge the Aston Martin Vantage, the Bentley Continental, and the BMW 8 Series. This does it? I like it.
It looks like a what do you call it? An Aston Martin.
Yeah, it's what they're trying to challenge.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Then if it's getting what it's coming across. Yeah, it's alright.
And guess how much that car would be?
How much?
Do you want to guess or?
100,000.
Oh, okay. Hasn't worked out. That car is at baseline £200,000.
Ooh.
Very expensive, but it has the V8 from the 488 Pista and the brand new F8 Tribito, and it's a front engine driven to the rear axle. It has a 8-speed gearbox from the Formula 1 car from the SF91, this year's car. It has. It is actually a 4-seater, but prepare to chop your legs off because it has got no legroom whatsoever. It has got a little spoiler, but nothing really to add any aerodynamic, rear end or whatever. And to be honest, I really like it. I really do. I really like the interior with the whole center console. It is very. It's like a copy from a Tesla and a Porsche 918. The tablet in the middle. A big one. And then you've got the whole rest of your seating area where you've got the steering wheel, you've got the dashboard right in front of you, a electronic dashboard, which will still have the counter, the rev counter that is traditional to a Ferrari. It also has, right in the middle, it looks like a manual gearbox, but it's actually just switches to turn from manual to automatic to not rear-wheel drive, to different neutral, reverse, all of those settings. They've also taken the F8 Tribito steering wheel, where it's all now touch.
We've got a battle, sorry.
Where have we got a
if
battle?
You can go to flip. There you go. He's right
yes.
on the back. But yeah, I like the design that the new. It looks inside looks good because I just saw pictures of inside, but it just looks like a Aston Martin though.
I'll let you run with this battle.
If you want, flip and Led the irons. Now flip. I think Led will just let him pass, but flip is battling Led in the constructors. So really, Well, he's not battling Led completely in the constructors, but Led won't let him pass. We know that, but Led should, because it's flip flip. He heads across the line. Not the greatest of speed there on flip flip. He's not looking like he's going to be close enough to make a dive bomb into the corner. So
it looks like with flip flip he's got more drag on his car with the front splitter and the rear wing.
yeah, it's not quick though. That's what I'm trying to say. So. But other than that, it is good. I have something to talk about, but I'll talk about it in a minute. As well, I've got one topic to talk about. I know it's nothing. It might be something good to talk about, but yeah. As they head down the straight now, just look at that. It's still got that gap of about a car length. It's not coming closer, which is very surprising. Which we all thought was going to be closer here. It's now about 0.2 seconds. This gap now. It's going up and up and up. I think Flip Flip's realised that he's not quick today, and he's not going to be the quickest on the road. He knows he's not. As Cash, I think, looks like he's trying to close up to K-Morse, which I think he may be doing, but I'll just have a look. Nah, he's not. Well, he was trying to do that, but he's now pulled the gap up again. He actually close enough to K-Morse now. If you want to go to that pass, you don't have to, of course. He's quite close to K-Morse, but it makes us question.
Just have a quick look here. Actually, K-Morse is part. Oh wait, no. Was K-Morse always? Yeah, it was actually always in front.
Yeah, but Cash is closer, and we know Cash from a couple of leagues. I think it was GT4 last year. Cash was in, and a few other leagues that he was in last season or last. Yeah, and he's doing really well today. Really showing us what he can do in GTE and looking good. We've had a comment come through, which is interesting for you to find out. Two comments actually. I didn't read them out earlier. One was hope the new movie is good. So that looks. I've seen the trailer. It looks all right. The trailer. It's not the greatest of trailers, but it still looks pretty good.
It's actually being rated by Rotten Tomato at 91%. So, I mean, Rotten Tomato giving it 91% is quite rare.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you, I just don't know. I just don't think it's that good of a trailer at the moment. Maybe the film will be better than the trailer, because that's going to be how I think of it. But anyway, and then Sam Scott says, what new cars do you want on the game? And then quickly, Jukebox says, come on Gavra, not good pace. Gavra hasn't today got good pace, which is a surprise. But what new cars do you want in this game? If you had to pick any other racing game that has multi-cars and we don't have them, what would you have? As by the way, Led is still in front of Flip Flip, just to give you a quick update on that.
I would most definitely want an actual Formula 1 car, because the Formula 1 cars in this game is, you know, a 2013 S cars, but they're not as aerodynamic with the front end and the rear wing. We need one of those. We also need what other cars can we have? I don't actually know.
I would have, if we could, maybe look at the Mini Cup Championship, the Minis. That'd be quite nice to have on here.
Oh yeah, the Mini Morris.
Yeah, the mini cars maybe on this game, or maybe have some more historic cars, because there's not enough historic cars on this game.
Yeah, maybe.
And project cars, we should sort some stuff of that out, but yeah.
Maybe. Do you remember Peugeot?
Oh yeah.
The Le Mans, they're entering Le Mans again, which we'll explain later. We've got another topic to think about. They're entering Formula E, Le Mans again, which is quite nice. But I would like a Peugeot LMP1 car. That would be so nice to drive. I've driven that on Gran Turismo, and I reckon with this handling system on Project Cars, it would be a fantastic car.
You know the car on was it Gran Turismo, the GT kind of looking car that the guy from Red Bull got to design?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It looks pretty. It looks kind of like the new F1 cars. Not really, but a little bit like it. Which is surprising. The only topic I had to talk about was if you didn't hear in the Motorsport World today, Jorge Lorenzo is retiring at the end of the season from MotoGP. There you go.
Oh.
He announced it this morning that he was retiring. It's the press day for their next race today, and he announced like this morning, just before the presses did the press talks and all that he's retiring from MotoGP at the end of the season. He said it's the right thing to do and all that. So
Certainly, it's his decision. You know, he knows when he knows. So, yeah, that's his decision at the moment.
we do have a battle, if I can find it. Well, we did have a battle, but it's fizzled out now. Well, I still think that Flip should be past the Irons. I'm going to say this now if we head back to that quickly now. I still think he should be past him. The Irons as it's not quick. It's not that quick. He's led the Irons. He's lapping a 1:33.6 and Flip's lapping a 1:33.0. So surely.
Yeah, it doesn't actually make too much sense, really.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And then we have a last car battle, Gavra and Cromdex. Gavra just got past Cromdex, by the way, for last position. Oh, Cromdex has made it got back through now. That's a nice little squabble there, but that's just last, though, really. No offense to Gavra, it's not important to us, really, if it's last. If it's Gavra, then probably, but...
I mean, let's go have a look at this little battle with Gavra. Oh, going down to turn 1. Gavra not wanting to leave a little bit enough room. This is the current battle we've got for 11th place. Nice battle here with Gavra and Cromdex in the BMW. I believe he joined late, so
yeah, he joined us with five minutes of qualifying left to go.
Yeah, so he wasn't able to set a lap time, and looks like he's just Gavra going quite deep into that corner. Didn't really need to. I mean, I don't know if you saw that, James, but he went really deep into that corner.
By the way, just to tell you, I would say they are about 10 seconds, maybe about 20 seconds ahead of first on circuit, which means first in about 3 or 4 lap times could lap them, so won't be too great.
No, it won't be too great for their day.
I still can't believe that though, that Cash and the top 2 are so close. It's one of the closest races we had all year, this. Because when you look at it, you look at the top 2, they're still 9 seconds away from each other. It's not that big of a gap really. Normally it's like 10, 11, 12 seconds by now, but Cash and K-Moss are still battling. But enough about that, I don't need to talk about who's battling. It's up to you now. I'll shut up for a second.
K-Moss and Lonnie still going for the little battle. I reckon Kashi could actually challenge the Porsche, but I just want to see what he's like down the straight, because I don't know if he loses time. I mean, he's losing a lot of time, so it looks like the Corvette's got a little bit more aerodynamic and a little bit more drag than the Porsche.
Is it because he's in the dirty air?
No, I mean down the straight.
Yeah, but isn't it in his dirty air though? Isn't it in like the air that you're not supposed to drive in?
He will be, because it's a bit going to be about physics here. So if anyone's doing physics for GTE, listen up. Basically, when the car goes through the air, by the way. When the car goes through the air, basically the car is pushing itself through the air. And is leaving a big hole.
Is that Cash and Marky? I thought Cash has made a mistake. Cash has definitely made a mistake. Oh, he's glitched on our game. Great, he's glitched on my game.
Wait, where is he?
Yeah,
now he's in the middle of the track, and... Oh, no, there he is.
Yeah, he glitched on my game there. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry.
Yep. So basically, it makes a big, giant hole, and the car behind him doesn't have any of that air resistance, and can just get closer up. That's how basically slipstream works. That means
he's disconnected. Can we please change the car, people, please?
Ah, no.
Thank you.
That was a good battle. Oh, that's so annoying.
But what we've got to look at though, this is now back to F1. So from the bottom of the car, from the road to where that light flashes when it's like raining and that, That's now clean air on F1 cars, and that's going to be clean air now. Normally, the whole back is dirty air now on F1, and it bloody annoys people. That does bloody annoys people. Joanne, hello. It bloody annoys people, and then now it's going to be like from the light to the top of the car is going to be dirty and the bottom's not, so you can get a bit closer. Apparently now, maximum you're allowed to get close before it gets dirty air is about a second, and then it's dirty air. And now they've changed it, so it's now going to be from a second to about half a second. So you can be, sorry, not a second. It's like half a second at the moment. It's dirty air. They're going to change that from half a second to like 0.2 of a second. So you're even closer, and you're like this kind of racing, closer battling, just like that, really.
They say it's going to be currently you lose 85% of downforce with the car in front of you, and now they're going to take it down all the way to 5% loss of downforce.
Yeah, which is crazy, really.
Absolutely crazy. We'll talk more about Formula 1 because there was a statement released a few days ago, which I got annoyed about. I don't know if anyone else did, but
I didn't even see it, so there you go.
Oh, should we talk about it now? Because we see it just a row of Porsches just going down straight. What a sight there! Let's talk about it now. We've got nothing really going on track right now. Let's talk about that. Right, so Formula 1 announced.
Sorry, what do you think announced? I don't know why.
Formula 1 has announced an ambitious sustainability plan to have a net zero carbon footprint by 2030.
Net zero carbon footprint anyway.
So already wrong with that car. Already wrong with it is net zero carbon footprint. Now, we already know what the situation is like, but net zero basically means Formula E.
No, you can't have Formula E. I'm sorry. No, F1 cars.
That's basically what it's saying.
No.
It's basically like using the combustion engine, but then also using the whole hybrid.
Sorry for my French, just then. If you heard my French, I do apologise. But you can't have that in F1. You have to F off if you want that in F1. Again, sorry if you get annoyed at that. Another problem is
2030. Why are we thinking that far ahead when we can't even get the cars closer racing?
Well, that's actually a good point with 2030. When I looked this up a couple of weeks ago, I don't know why, I'm kind of a sad person like that. I typed in when are all cars going electric, right?
Yep.
And like, what year is it when all cars are going to go electric? So, if you want to know, by 2034, right? We are going to have any new car you buy from shops are going to be electric, and every pre-owned car can be petrol and diesel. Okay.
Yep.
And by 2040, we are going to have fully electric cars. No car you buy or pre-owned will be anything else. It will be fully electric. So that's what the world think the cars are going to be. By 2040, it's going to be fully electric. Now, give or take, yes, that'll be true, but you can buy pre-owned cars. It's still until that date that are not electric. So like, if you go to a shop, side by side they go and flip-flips through. Good move on flip-flip there. Is Leslie Irons going to make his way back? Nope, he's not. But yeah, that's what I'm going to say. It's going to be that. So, and that's Kamos. That's Kamos around. Oh, no. Poor Kamos.
Poor Kamos. It looks like the track temperature has decreased, so that means not many people are getting too much rear grip.
If you want to know what the month is in the game, they're doing it exactly to the day. So it's going to be November the 14th in the game, so it's going to be interesting when we get to like Japan or something and talk about it. But yeah, 2040, if you wanted to know, guys, I know you don't want to know, you just want to get on with the racing, but Flip was a bit rough there. Yeah, I can agree with you on that one. He just he like hit him a little bit and then got through, but yeah, at least he got through, that's what we say. He's through, he'll be happy with that. But yeah, 2040, guys, if you're listening and you own a car right now, Just take a note. 2040. I will be. I'm gonna actually tell you my proper age. So it's. I will be. So I'm. Wait. So 1 year. I'll be 49 at the time, right? Okay. And by when I turn 49, you'll be 47. By the time I turn 49, we'll have fully electric cars. That's mad.
Oh, great.
That's mad. That is mad. I'll only be 49.
The thing going about again. So...
I'll look back on this day and I go, well, James, you're wrong. This video will stay on YouTube for the rest of eternity now, so... Oh, God. I'm saying stupid things on YouTube that I shouldn't really say, so... Yeah. I've already ruined my life anyway. If anyone who is ever friends with me or anyone ever knows me, do not go on my personal YouTube channel, 2 personal YouTube channels, because they can rinse me with all that stuff on there.
Going on there now.
Okay, great, cool. Fair enough. No, it's fine. But like, I just said some stuff which some people get upset with and all like that. So anyway, on a serious note now. The only battle we have really is Flip and Lonnie just trying to keep up. Flip and Led, sorry, trying to keep up with each other. Other than that, we really don't have a battle. The leader, by the way, is now across the line and has lapped Kamos now. So there we go.
Mhm.
Anyway, anything else you want to talk about? Because we really don't have much going on. Don't think so, says Joanna. Probably meaning when Flip's battle, or probably me. Talking about cars. If it's me talking about cars, then that's fine.
Let me just have a look.
I have no idea what it is. Sorry, if... Guys, if you want to watch this race live, go to... It's called the YouTube channel, which you can watch this from 7th on the race. Is if you go to the YouTube channel, guys, Agulator 91985. You can watch this live on board Agulator's car. By the way, if you want to see it from a personal view, if you don't want to see it from personal view, as there's 2 people watching that, then you can come back and just watch it from our view and listen to our interesting talks and funny chat. If we ever make funny chat, I don't think we do. Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's been a wet old day. On our local news, there was a place near somewhere called Bardney where we live near, and the farmer's field flooded, and he just has to get a boat to his house.
Wait, what?
That's crazy. I'll send you a picture now if you want.
Yeah, please do.
Basically, there's a river near Bardney. You know where Bardney is, right? Hopefully.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like broken its bank, and there's like a farmer with like 14 acres, and 14 acres are flooded. And there's just one, like a brand new house he's built, and there's like farm sheds that he's built, and he's like, they're flooded. I'll get it for you now.
Interesting.
If it's pronounced this wrong, I think it's pronounced it wrong. It's got to somewhere in America. This has.
Wait, what has?
I've typed in Bardney right, and it says nope. You've corrected it to somewhere in America. Great one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right, come again. Sorry, I shouldn't really be laughing at this because it's a serious thing for this farmer. But I'm going to take a picture of this, right? Okay. Right, so I've got a screenshot of this. I'm going to send it to you on Discord, if that's alright.
Discord, okay.
Is that alright, or do you want it on something else?
No, that'd be fine.
Right, so there it is. Anyway, back to the race. I don't think there's a battle, so if you want to talk about anything else, we've had the first 30 minutes, and it was an eventful 30 minutes, as we always have the eventful first 30 minutes, and it just goes downhill. There you go, if you've seen the picture. I think I sent it to you.
Not yet.
What, I didn't send?
That's useful. Oh wait, there he is typing.
There you go, it sent it
there you
now.
go. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's crazy. They went to his house last night, like this reporter went yesterday, and it was talking about it. What do you think, guys? Let us know in the comments, guys, of this. If you guys are listening and you just do a bit of just something here, I'm going to ask. Do you think, who do you think's been this? If you've watched every race this season, been the standout performance for the season, or today, who do you think's been the standout performance so far this season? Let us know. Who, if you haven't watched any races, would you think would be winning the championship by now? If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. That's kind of what we're going to say. Sorry, Ethan has a sore throat. I do apologise.
Yeah, sorry. God.
Anyway.
Anyway.
We have do subscribe, do like this, do go to the website, it's in the description. I'm going to shut up, I'm going to go and do something else so Ethan can entertain you for the next 2 minutes.
That's great.
Over to you to entertain them and talk about something to do with F1 or something.
Copy that.
I know what you can do, you can talk about the F1 2021 rules if you want, because you have...
I could do that, yeah, I will do.
I'll leave you to it.
So with the new season of Formula 1, they always have these brand new seasons where they introduce a whole new upgrades. 2014 was one of the latest ones where they introduced a V6 turbo hybrid system with a brand new hybrid system. They used to have KERS back in 2013, 12, 11, 10. But now they have a brand new hybrid system which using exhaust gases and braking heat from the brakes to charge the battery, and they deploy that over the course of the lap, wherever and how many they want, depending on how much they can deploy, is basically up to the FIA to determine that. So with these brand new rule regulations, we have got no engine changes, so we are sticking with the V6 turbo hybrid. We are getting a new front wing, rear wing, barge board, brake calipers. Halo will be changing slightly, but not too much. I think we're moving the shark fin, which we're providing quite a decent amount of downforce for them. Another one we are getting rid of is so basically all of that. We'll be getting a brand new front wing, which will be very nice. Apparently, the whole car, after all the upgrades and everything that the teams put onto the car, this should be around about 3.5 seconds slower, which in Williams terms that'd be fantastic, but obviously not great for everyone else, so we can't. So Williams will not be faster. Hopefully they will. Hopefully be able to fight right at the top again, like they did back in the 90s and the early 2000s. With Pablo Montoya, I did it with Damon Hill. I believe it was. No, I can't remember. Nigel Mansell. All those great legends. They want to have Williams back at the front, fighting Mercedes, fighting Ferrari, fighting Red Bull. We want McLaren fighting there as well. We just want a more competitive league, Formula 1. So, what they did is that they recognised that the smaller teams, such as Alfa Romeo, was only allowed to spend really only about 250 million for their whole year, compared to Mercedes, which was spending over 450 million. We don't know how much really, but that is really the amount that they were spending, 450 million. So really a big upgrade, and now it's been reduced down to 175 million, which in turn there'll be less car developments for teams because they are only allowed to change 2 things on the car per weekend. Also, they don't go as rapid as now they're going. So Ferrari, they turned it around so fast with their new front wing concept, barge wall concept, and they managed to turn around, such as the Singapore race, Belgium and all that. They managed to turn it around. Also, young drivers. Every single team must have a young driver from the academy for 2 practice sessions in the whole year. So the 2 seats, let's say at Mercedes, the 2 seats have to be filled by 2 young drivers in 2 practice sessions. So Valtteri Bottas and Hamilton, they go take a laps in practice 1, and they get 2 young drivers in the car, and they have to do it again for another session later on in the season, which is great because now we get young drivers such as, well, one of the latest, George Russell, Lando Norris, Pierre Gasly, and Alexander Albon, maybe not Pierre Gasly, but but yeah, should be a very good, entertaining season in 2021. Hopefully it will be. It's obviously not for definite at the moment. It could just be us a trash. It might not even make any sense. It might not. It might just be really, really bad. But hopefully it will be quite good, and we just got to wait and see. That's all we have to test. As I hated how the teams voted for not having a pre-race qualifying, because they were trying to change the concept of qualifying. Like a mini sprint race like they do in Formula 2. They do a sprint race and a full, like a what they call it, a full sprint race and a race. I'm just going to call it that, really. I really like that concept. You get one race, you get another one, and that's really, really nice. But Formula 1, obviously, many teams supported it, many teams didn't. But in general, really, I think only 2 teams supported it, and no one else supported it. So, because we need to try out new things every single year with Formula 1. We need to try out new things, and as Ross Bourne said, if we don't try it out, we don't know what the result is. So we do need to try it out, and unfortunately, the teams didn't want it, and I think it should be up to the FIA to say, oh well, that's what's happening next year. But we'll move on. Lonnie is still in first. Have a look at the race at the moment. Marco is in second, I believe. Is there pit stops going on? I think Alex Champs has pitted. Who's pitted? Yeah, Alex Champs has pitted, so he will go in front of Marco. K Morris has also pitted, so that's why he's down in 9th place. I think he will move up to 8th, but I think that's around about it. He also did have a spin only about 10 minutes ago. Husa in 6th, 34 in 5th place. Flip, he's now entering the pits. Our championship leader is entering the pits right now in 4th place. I do believe he'll move down to 5th place, and then he'll come back on the track in 5th, and then obviously the people in front of him will have to make their stops. Depending how much fuel they want to put in the car, and depending if they want to change their tyres. As we were saying earlier, feel free to ask us any questions that you have, queries or anything about the league or this race, or any questions that you have for me and my co-commentator James, which is currently gone for the moment. Just let us know. Here, sitting in our desks, commentating this feast. So any questions should be absolutely lovely. But getting on the race really as we go. Really no battles on the field right now. Everyone's really spaced out. 2 Corvettes, but I reckon they're lapping themselves. I don't know. Yeah, and Quamdix having a little bit of a problem there. What's going on there? Quamdix is now left. We're down now to 10 drivers. Flip is just about to stay in 5th place unless Husa can get there. It's going to be really, really close going down into turn 1. Has he got the move? Flip will have the inside line. Husa does not, and looks like yes he does. He does get in front of me. You can just see him up the road. Flip does get past him heading into turn 4, the long way hander. Yeah, good stuff from Flip managed to get out in front of him, and now he's going to have to get past this lapped traffic. I believe, yep, and ID4 is now in the pits. So I wonder where he will come out. Will he come out behind Flip? Or will he just about stay in front of him? We do not know just yet. But right on the back of that Ford, I wonder who it is. Oh, it's actually Lonnie. Flip is actually overtaking Lonnie, so Lonnie has lapped Flip, which is quite surprising, because remember we saw Flip in the last round lapping everyone else up to 5th place, so that's actually quite funny. So he's actually unlapped himself now for Flip, because Lonnie is now in the pits. ID4 is in 4th, but Flip will get past him, and he does. ID4 has moved down 1 position. Alechamps is also in the pits, so Flip is still in 4th. And now he's up into 3rd, so not a bad race so far for him. Not too bad. And now he's got clean air. And I believe Lonnie is where we need to wait for. Yeah, the timing screens are a little bit bugged at the moment because they haven't really calibrated. So we have to wait for that, because everyone's going in the pits, so we're not getting accurate numbers. So we have to wait. We just have to wait, unfortunately. But it's just quite good. It's quite good. It's not too bad for Flip. Obviously, he started from 3rd on the grid, but then had a problem right at the start, which wasn't too great. So far, so good. Lonnie just about exiting the pits now. Wonder where Flip is. He's quite far away from that pit lane, so he won't get past Lonnie. But we'll see how close they are now heading into their final stint, the final 45 minutes. You can see Flip just going out that final corner now, and Lonnie just about to head into turn 1. So Flip at this moment in time could catch up to Lonnie, but it will take quite a while, because obviously he had that problem. I don't know if I heard James. James, you back? I guess he is. I thought I just heard something, or that might just be me. So yeah, Lonnie is around about 10 seconds in front, so Flip does need to make up 10 seconds. Billy O'Connor says, "Hi, what do you think about the race out of 10 guys?" Wait, hi, what you think about the race out of 10 guys? This is what we got. We got disconnects everywhere, really. It's not been great. Obviously, we don't like disconnects. Unfortunately, this is what happens in Project Cars. I just have a nice sip of water. I don't know if James is here or not. I can hear something in his mic, but I don't know if he's here yet. But Flip, he has actually made about 5/10 on this lap, so it's not looking too bad. I don't think it's over just yet. I don't think Lonnie is going to win this race cleanly. I think he's going to have to challenge Flip right at this end of the race. So Marco will come out in. Is he going to come out in 3rd place?
No, I think he'll be 4th.
No, he will come out in 3rd place, actually.
Will he?
Yeah. Flip
Well, I'm back. Hello.
Hello. Flip is now 8 seconds behind Lonnie after 2 laps. Actually, no, 1 lap. He has gained 2 seconds. What is going on? Have you seen this, James? Flip is in 2nd.
Yeah, he's gained. Well, I just don't know.
He's pitted. He's pitted.
I'm trying to think. I think Lonnie's pitted as well, right?
Yep.
I think personally it will come down to about 5 or 10 minutes, about the last 5 minutes, and they'll be battling each other. But I think Lonnie's going to win today. I'm sorry, Flip, you're not going to get another 30 points.
But will he win the championship? That's all we want to know, really, because
yes, I think he will.
Yeah, I believe he will as well. Any people watching, if we do say he wins the race, unfortunately, Gavra's been a bit of a lazy ass again.
Well, it might not be Gavra's fault. It might be somebody else's fault. Don't always take it out on Gavra. Sorry, Gavra. It's not me who's saying this. It's Ethan who's saying this. You can fire him if you want.
He's going to give me a kick up the arse after this. But they haven't really updated the championship, which means we have no real details, and that means we're a bit screwed. So
I wouldn't say we're screwed, but
we're just basing it off that Flip has won every single race, and I think by this point,
I talked to him last time, and Flip said, "I don't care about. I don't really focus on the championship. I'm focusing on the race and now. I'm not focusing on the championship."
But I think he focuses himself on the championship.
He's won the championship. Totally agree. He's done a great job this year to win the championship. All he needs to do is just win that championship, and he did it. He did it like 4th or 5th race in. So
yeah.
If there's anything to say about this, is nobody can catch him. He's just a machine. He's a robot. He's not real.
No, definitely haven't talked to him. Most definitely haven't talked to him so far. Oh great, I've just remembered something. I got a history rap test tomorrow. Yay! That's gonna be fun. Enough of my complaining. Flip. No, I think that's wrong. What? Huh? Is Flip cheating or something? James? Have we lost James?
No, I'm just in shock.
Oh, I'm in shock as well.
Literally, he was 6 seconds behind, and now he's 1.1.
Can I just say, at one point in this race...
I didn't say it.
At one point in this race, Flip was 25 seconds behind. He is now 8/10 behind the leader and is now going on the back straight. What's going on?
Joanna says Project Cars servers at his best. Lol. And then Sarah says, "Hi, love the stream, guys. Thank you very much." And before I actually puts, "Hi, what about an endurance league or a Bathurst 4 hours?"
Bathurst would be great, but unfortunately, I think it's Project Cars.
No, Gaffer. Give him so many. Sorry, I'm going to be honest here. We give the admin team who we have here, who I love the admin team. Don't fault them at all. So much. We give them so many suggestions. They just go, "Yeah, we'll think about it," and then next thing they go, "Oh no, we're not doing that." I'd love to sort out. I'd love to make my own league, but it's so much time and effort. I've done it before. So much time and effort goes into it. We appreciate Gavra for making his own one. Because it took me like a whole month to come up with to get enough people to actually want to race in it.
It takes the I owned my own league at one point, and it's fucking difficult to get people to can be bothered.
But yeah, endurance league. If you want to know, guys, our endurance leagues. We have a Wednesday night endurance league, which is your GT1 Mercedes. We have tonight's endurance league. We class endurance anything over an hour, by the way, and that is your GTE league. We have on a Friday, every 3 weeks we have a free. I think it's a 90 minutes normally. It's about 1 hour and a half or 70 laps of LMP1 action as well. So they are kind of our endurance leagues here. I am hoping that Gavra does listen and do once every like 3 or 4 weeks a GTE and LMP league where we have like 8 LMPs, 8 GTEs, all battling away in their own classes around a long like Bathurst or the 24 hours of Le Mans circuit. But yeah. Chef says, "Not zigzagging again, I don't like it." Yep, that's what Lonnie's doing. Zigzagging is. Oh, look at this! It's now 0.4.
It's getting very close. I saw that in the last lap, and down the straight, that Ford is so fast. But this Porsche can be so good in those corners. I mean, look.
Am I tired
even keeping...
or something? Am I tired or something? Because the time keeps going down. Am I missing something here? Oh, we're zigzagging again.
You could just see Lonnie. He's trying to get out the slipstream as fast as he possibly can because he know that flip will go down that inside, and he will try and challenge for P1. And he's very good driver for just keeping his calm, keeping his nerve, and keeping to the best position that he can.
I might have to. Yeah, he is. I'm just surprised. Sorry about this. Sorry if you can hear loads of buzz in the background. This charming just is constantly talking, so I do apologise. But no, I can't believe this is flip. Like Lonnie here, we've got 35 minutes to go, and I think Lonnie here hoping that we can get to like last couple of minutes, and then we've done it, which would be nice. But we don't. Flip has got a 1:22.5. Lonnie 1:22.7. So a robot or machine flip's that. A Dutch machine. That's flip for you. A Dutch machine.
Are those German?
No, it's a Dutch man. Dutch machine.
But he's German.
No, that's Hello Champs you're thinking of.
No. I'm good. No. I'm not in this. No.
I swear he's from Netherlands. Flip.
Wait, let me just go check his language. He should be able to say on there.
Let me have a look for you.
Bloody German.
He's not.
He bloody is.
Right, let me tell you. Never mind, guys.
Even language is German.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I do apologise then. I do. Oh, I had a request from somebody tonight. I have a request from somebody to join. Oh, Chain Game Royale. Yeah, you could be a friend of mine.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me have a look. No, not Flip. I was thinking of somebody else there. Hello Champs. I think he's from Netherlands, right?
Hello Champs from Germany as well.
I don't know then. I don't know what I was talking about.
Who is the other guy we had on the other week?
Who is the person? Who is the person from that country there? I swear there was somebody. I swear it's ID4. And is he from Germany? No. Okay, no. I swear it was somebody anyway. I'm really confused now.
Yeah, I'm really confused as well. Agulator?
Agulator. I don't think I have him as a friend though, so I can't tell you where he comes from.
I don't know.
Hello Champs, that's the one. No, he's no. It says his language. Says he's Swedish. It says here his language is.
He is Swedish, didn't he say? Yeah, Swedish.
Oh, so that's what I was thinking of. Never mind. I was thinking of. Oh God, I don't know. Anyway, let me just have a look.
Don't mind me just getting in some extra revision for my history rep test tomorrow.
What is
Flip gets a nice exit off that corner. He's actually tucked in right into the slipstream. He's gaining time on it. He's gaining time, but he's too far back. He's too far back.
Can we quickly look at Agulator's name on here and just see where he comes from quickly? What his username is? I'm sorry. What his username is?
Username, mate. Okay.
1985. Thank you very much.
Flip's only a tenth and a half away. Can he make a move? Go on, mate.
No.
Flip is locking up everywhere as well. He's locking up into every single corner. He's under pressure. Under pressure.
I think it's got Agulator wrong here.
What is it?
Can you just go back to it and just so I can type this in?
AGU.
Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Sorry.
Well done.
I forgot to put Nope, doesn't pop up if I put that in.
Oh my God.
Do I got him as a friend then or not? I swear I do. Anyway, it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, there I don't have him as a friend, but anyway, that's fine. He comes from Spain. Never mind. I'm completely wrong then. I don't know who it is. But anyway, let's go back to the comments and see what people are putting in. Weezy says, Allo Champ is a Swede. Thank you very much. Yeah, who was it then from Netherlands? I swear there was somebody in our league from Netherlands, but I swear there was. Anyway, that's enough about the point. Flip here and Lonnie battling. I'll continue talking to let a bit of Ethan have a little bit of a vision here.
Thank you.
Flip here just what's the word? A robot. There we go. We've never seen Flip not win a race. If Flip doesn't win this race, it'll be the first race of the season. Flip does not run. If Lonnie wins, crazy scenes. Lonnie and Marquis are Dutch. Yes, there we go. That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember. Oh, we have Gavra now getting a penalty. So if Ethan's listening, can you just please press to check penalties very quickly?
Just 1 second. I mean, this is like a tense battle. It's 1.5 seconds between. Is he going to go down the outside? He's going to go around the outside. Look at this. Is a tenth between them. He's going to go whoosh.
Broadcast, please. Broadcast.
And they hit. They both hit. They both hit going into turn 1. And it's like, did Lonnie leave enough room, or did he not?
If you go side by side, can we go onto the broadcast cam just so we can see it when they go side by side? Now it's fine, but when they're side by side, it's probably broadcast cam we need.
Yeah, one sec. This is my chest. Okay, there you go. Oh my god, they're gonna get.
Have you got it? Have you done it? Oh, you have. Oh, right. I'm going to shut up now.
Right, so look at the timings. One penalty.
1 second for him, but it's Lonnie from Flip Marquee, Allo Champs, ID4 Aguilator. There we go, thank you.
Okay. Which the hell does this even mean? Which articles lay down the beliefs of the Church of England? I don't know, ask a historian.
You should be, you're doing history.
Hey, that's like a history.
Oh, we got a car on the wall. Car on the wall. So that's K-Moss. Oh no, K-Moss in the wall.
Oh, God, man. No, it's not K-Moss at all.
It's lead then.
No, it's not lead. Where the f...
It was lead. Thank you. I did get it right. Thank you. Anyway, back to the battle there. Now 0.4 side by side.
Oh my God! What are we doing?
Has got through. What a move for Flip. And no, he hasn't because he goes to the inside Lonnie. He's done it. What a move from Lonnie. Back up the inside.
Lonnie's going to do it, but he's going to get quite deep into that corner. Flip's going to have a nice run. If he can get through this cleanly, he might be able to get a decent run, a decent toe down this straight here. Oh my God, what defending from Lonnie. He just they kept on going side through side for your turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 and turn 4. Well done from Lonnie there. That was great there. Great fighting.
I've lost my voice a little bit now.
That was the best battle of the 29.
Here we go. Here we go then. Back again we go with this. Yes. Oh, K-Moss has spun again, and that lets Gavra through. I mean, K-Moss has made a mistake, I think, and Gavra's got through. But Lonnie, right on the back now, goes flip. He goes to he goes to the outside. He goes inside. He literally twitched there. Look both ways. They're going down the slipstream. Here he is. He now looks like he's going to try this. Lonnie here has no response here as he goes side by side. Now they do. Thank you for your comments tonight, guys. Your 32 comments are appreciated.
Does Diva lots of room as well?
He does. He gives him lots of room and he's through. Flip's through and Lonnie's spun. Lonnie's out. Lonnie's spun. Oh no.
Lonnie spun.
He gets back going now, but Lonnie was literally spun or went off. Spun or went off. It's one of them.
He lost traction. He was trying to go. He was desperate to get on that power as soon as possible, and that just allowed Flip through. Oh my word! These scenes that we're seeing right here. Somebody who was 25 seconds off the lead is now in the lead by 5 seconds. He's gained 30 seconds.
Guys,
it's absolutely crazy.
From third on the grid, he got demoted to 9th due to a spin he had, and now he's back up to the lead and is 5 seconds ahead, as we say. The next battle on circuit will be just interesting to see what Lonnie and Marquis will do, because Lonnie's looking like he's going into the clutches of Marquis a little bit, but it's, the gap is coming down though. He's got it down to 5.3. it was, if you wanted to know what the gap was, it was 5.7. So, you know, every little helps here, I'm going to say. We do not have another battle really on circuit. That one was the battle we had and it's gone. But what a race it turned out to be. Hello to everyone who is watching. Please do, of course, smash a like, subscribe. Go into this, if you want to go onto the website to see when everything is happening, go on there and go to the link in the description. You can donate to us. You can go on Twitter. You can see our links in the description. Let me tell you what's in the description quickly. You can go support us. Go on the Academy YouTube channel. You can go on the website. You can go on the Facebook, Facebook and Twitch on there as well. All of that is in the description, guys. Please do smash a like. If we can hit any like, would be good. Sounds like Ford sounds like a scooter. Oh, fair enough. And Duran says lol. So there you go. And Reezy says Flip is German. Yes, we found that out. But I found that out the hard way by saying the wrong country.
Yeah, you blithering idiots.
If you're listening, Flip, I do apologise. I'm totally sorry. I messed it up last time. I messed up the time before. You know. I know too many people from too many different languages. So that's my downfall. I'm sorry. Flip it with another fastest lap there. 122.40001. Sorry. There, an absolute brilliant lap there. That is. It's a 122.401, and that is a crazy lap. I don't know why I said it like that now.
But he's definitely pushing. He's got enough fuel. He's got enough tyres left to push for this win now. He's trying to extend his gap to Lonnie, and Lonnie at the moment is just going to be in that car thinking to himself, what did I do wrong? What did I do? It's not too great for him, but sometimes so happens. I think he just got a little bit too eager on that right accelerator pedal.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it back now and just see what actually happened, because I don't know actually what happened. I wasn't really paying attention much. So
maybe I was doing some history.
Well, I was paying. Okay, guys. Okay, I was paying attention, but the camera just changed and it saw just him. That's all we can say. So we're gonna go off camera. Here we are. So side by side they went into the corner. Got a good run out the last corner, right? Side by side into corner one we went. Oh, Lonnie just spun it. Lonnie just spun it in the first corner.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So all it was, guys, if you want to know, is where we are now. Lonnie went into the first corner, out the first corner, and do you know there's that little bit of off-road from corner 1 to corner 2? There's that little tiny straight we've got there. The little tiny bit where there's that, like, not a road, but it's like, looks like a road bit. He spun into that and then just got going again. But it's a tricky bit of, I don't know what happened. He may have just lost the back end, or his wheel may have gone. I can't say really what it was, because we don't know. But this confirms it, guys. If Flip wins today, he wins the championship. And he wins the constructors as well. So good old job there. It's double whammy tonight. He wins.
It's not too bad for their season, but they still got 20 minutes to go. He could still just bin it in the wall, especially around this track. So I don't think he will, but you never know. What
else have we got to say? Yeah, I'm just relieved that it's not raining anymore. Really. That's all I believe. If you don't know, guys, we live in a... I'm not going to tell you where we live, of course, but we live in a county where there's hardly any rain normally, right? And I think it's in the last week and a bit, we've had, I think it's like a couple of months worth of rain.
Yeah, I believe it's 3 months of rain. In
like 2 weeks. So yeah, and we're expecting rain tomorrow we're expecting rain from 4 in the morning till 7 in the morning, and then again from 12 till 5. So yeah, there you go.
I'm not going on my iPad tomorrow then.
But I can confirm that's only. I can confirm actually now for you actually if you just want to wait a second. So yeah, tomorrow it's raining from 4 till 7, and then again from 4 till 9. If you wanted to know, but that's only where I'm going. If you wanted to know, it's only where I am. So don't need to really bother about that. You don't, because it probably not affect you. If you want to know where you are, I'm going to tell you where you are if you want.
You don't know where the hell I am.
Okay, if you want to know for where the place you said earlier, right?
Oh yeah.
It's going to rain till 8 o'clock, and then we'll start again at 4 and finish at 8.
Wait, so 8 o'clock in the morning, then 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then...
Yeah. So it's going to be. So
Oh god.
what my phone app says, it's supposed to rain from 4 in the morning till 8 in the morning, and then start again at 4 in the afternoon till 8 at night.
That's nice.
Cash, who retired earlier, says, I think Flip switched to softs for second stint. His pace increased dramatically.
Yeah,
Be
it really
about
did.
1 second a lap. Allo is Swedish. What a shame. I was enjoying the battle. Yes, Jonah. Yes, Jonah. Is it Jonah or Jonah? Sorry, I keep messing up. Sorry. Yeah, what a battle it was. And we hoped it was going to keep continuing. Oh, we made a little mistake though. Flip was there, and that costs him. So he's now 0.008 slower than his best lap because of that little mistake. We do have kind of a battle closing up, which is of course, I'm going to tell you it. Allo, which is of course Marquis and Lonnie. They are now only 3 seconds apart from each other, and it's really good to see. Now let's head to a look at the tools. It just looks like, oh nope, he smashed it out of the bag again. A 122 3.1, 122 301, really pulled out the bag he has. Fastest lap from anyone who is not Flip by the way, is a 123.001. As we can hear some whistling of paper, which is even just advising, so don't matter about that, just ignore that if you can. 18 minutes and 39 seconds to go off this race, and it looks like we don't have a battle. What should we talk about? Is there anything else I should talk about really? I don't know if I should talk about anything. There's just my phone's just going off constantly now, so my phone is just going off. I'm telling you now, it's not a good thing to know my phone's just going off constantly here. So yeah. I'm in about 4 different group chats, and they're just constantly just what's the word? They're constantly just going off. There we go. Oh, another one gone off. Great. They're all just annoyed that it poured down rain all day today because somebody got flooded nearly. So
Yeah, but I was complaining everywhere on my bed.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. Is there any news that I need to talk about? Oh, there's a battle in front. Is that a battle in front? Yeah, it's a battle in front of the leader here. No, it's not. It's just 2 laps car side battling away. I thought it was on the same lap. Never mind.
Never mind.
Anything else coming up?
No. I just look at my phone for 1 second and it's just Nico Rosberg. Is this career over?
Oh, okay, good to know.
Is Lonnie's career over?
Danny Medvedev. Oh yeah, I don't know if you heard about it. What do you think about the Raheem Sterling thing?
What about it?
What did you think about Raheem Sterling and Joe Gomez?
What happens?
Right then guys, let me just tell you what happened. So, Raheem Sterling walked into the canteen at St George's Park, right? Joe Gomez is there, and like, it sounds really tedious, but they're laughing right at each other. I think Joe Gomez is laughing at Sterling, saying how we beat you, like just as like a bit of banter as teammates do. Sterling was annoyed at this and had a like full on argument slash fight with Gomez, and
Yeah.
then Raheem Sterling has sorted it out on Twitter and that. But the manager Gareth Southgate was like, because they've had an argument, I think Sterling's going to be banned from playing for England for the game against Montenegro due to the fight he had with Gomez. And then when Gomez came on the pitch, right, I was downstairs getting the drink when I said I'm going, right?
Yeah.
Gomez came on for the last like 25-30 minutes, and and you could hear this. This is what you could hear. You could hear like lots of clapping from about half the ground, and you could hear faintly in the background a few boos in the background. And then you heard, they zoomed to Raheem Sterling just clapping him on. So it must have been sorted.
The thing is, Sterling is. He's been known for doing this stuff, really, because he just doesn't get it, does he?
No, he doesn't.
He just does. Because he thinks he plays for Man City, he plays for England, and he actually scores goals. He thinks that he can run the joint. A bit like with the racism things.
Sorry, yeah, keep going.
Do you remember the racism things that were going on?
In Bulgaria?
Yeah, it's a bit, I'm getting affected by racism. Okay.
Oh,
You're a football player, you get paid 300 grand a week. And people who get a minimum wage watch your football in a stadium, which they're paid a lot of money, like 50 quid, something. I don't even know Man City prices or anything. And you're not giving them results. It's about like Arsenal this season. You're not giving them results. Half the players can't be bothered to play.
Yay.
So,
this literally happened 22 minutes ago, right? This is what Lewis Hamilton put out, like a message that he put out, I think, in one of the things. I got a message from Fernando as well, which was pretty amazing because obviously we've got through whirlwind of experiences. But Lewis Hamilton's former rival and teammate Fernando Alonso sent him a congratulations message after the Brit claimed a 6th world title. That's what F1 wanted to tell us, so there you go.
nice.
Yeah, so Fernando Alonso congratulated Lewis Hamilton. Well,
That's nice. Will he win another one then?
no, he won't win another one, no.
No, I mean Lewis, but do you think he'll win a 7th world title?
I just said no.
Oh, I thought you Fernando.
No, God no. Fernando, if he comes back to F1 maybe, but he's retired from that, definitely, so no. I don't think Lewis will. I think it will be hard for Lewis if he does. But I don't think it'd be hard next year because the cards are all different. But yeah, if you didn't hear in the week as well, Alex Albon is now confirmed as a 2020. It's confirmed as a Red Bull driver for next year. Lovely stuff.
Absolutely lovely stuff.
Anyway, that's enough about that. Let's see. Montenegro are losing 7-0 to England, by the way. 7-0. Is anyone else commenting? Or there is. There's been a few comments come in. Can you show the cockpit view? Can you just quickly show cockpit view? Top drive from Flip today.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, it was Cash. There you go. We're just going to show you a lap on board Flip on cockpit cam. We have 12 minutes to go, and if it's the same time we have now, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon right now, we'll be in the game. Because in America, 4:15 the sun sets. So there you go.
Is this winter time or is this summer?
Yeah, this is winter.
Okay. Good.
I'm sorry to say, but the hands are moving and the steering wheel isn't moving.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
That's how crazy it is. But I know why on my game it's doing that, because I said for the steering wheel to not move. But
Yeah, same. I hate the wheel when it moves. It just doesn't make any sense, especially with my dead zone.
it is very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can see his hands move, so that's good to know.
Yeah, I can see his hands move.
And you know he's in gear 1, by the way, at this moment in time.
He's not actually going up any gears. You see, FitFlip is so good, doesn't actually turn the wheel, he just needs to turn his hands. Now it's a lap inside the cockpit of Flip. And that's his bonnet, and that's his roof.
What? Wow! Gavra's gonna get 7th. Woo! Yeah, Gavra's 7th. Woo! Amazing! Woo! He's not gonna come last for once, Gavra, so bravo for that. But yeah, I would say if I had to choose, oh no, not choose. If I had to say, I think the track temperature right now will be about 16 degrees, air temperature about 10. So, not warm, but not cold at all. But not freezing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
What time is it actually? Let me just have a look at the time. Nice to get out of the way there. Somebody did. It is 9 minutes and 56 seconds to go. We have another 6 minutes, and then you know what's happening. Then you know what's happening, buddy. Don't need to say it because we know what's happening, but you know if you know. But no, I'm going to ask you the question. We had it earlier on in the thing. We didn't ask you to cover it. What American tracks do you want to be added into the game?
Oh,
Sorry,
Nordschleife.
Nordschleife. Yeah, we definitely need the Nordschleife combined in this game. Oh, wait,
yeah, we do. I would like to see. Oh, what's that called? I think it is. IndyCars go around it. Pittsburgh.
What? Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh. There you go.
Pittsburgh, you mean?
Yeah, Pittsburgh street course. You know they do in IndyCar. They do a street course.
Yeah, I can't think of the one which Fittipaldi came on softs and it was or wets on like a really wetty, not very good circuit. It was about to be lapped and he did really good laps. Anyway, Endex has just said Sebring, lovely circuit. It's an aerodrome, but they do like a 12 hours there. Yes, please, game. Codemasters, listen to us here. Not Codemasters, sorry, that's F1. Codemasters, listen to us as well. We need different cars, different generations of cars. Come on, listen to us here. Don't need the same generation. And Mad Dogs, please listen to us. Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on, please. Any other circuits in America, guys, that you want on this game? There is a few that I think about. There's like iRacing, have a few. I'm going to actually look at the iRacing calendar. Like, iRacing tracks, and just see what tracks they've got on their like system, and then we can copy them.
Yeah, why not?
No, I don't mean copy iRacing, but just look and see what tracks they've got.
Control C, Control V it, yeah.
Yeah, just see what they've got. America, what have we got? I don't know. I can't see which is America, which is not. They have loads of Lucas Oil circuits, which I don't think we need. Charlotte might be good. That's not a bad circuit. It's a speedway circuit. It's a speedway circuit, so it's like an oval circuit, pretty much. Charlotte.
Sounds like a girl from my school.
Detroit. There we go. Detroit's the one you're thinking of. There we go. What else do we want? Las Vegas. Yep, maybe. Bristol? We can deal with Bristol. We don't need to deal with Bristol, do we? Gateway? Maybe. I'm trying to think of a circuit which is... Oh yes, we've got to have the Canadian Grand Prix on this game.
Oh yeah.
Love that circuit. Gotta have that. And what else do we have? That's... we have the Silverstone 2011 circuit on that game. Maybe we should, I don't know. Mid-Ohio, that could be a good circuit. Phillip Island. I've always said we need Phillip Island from Australia on this game, but we never get it. Zandvoort, maybe. Dover, a track called Dover in America, maybe. I'm trying to think circuits that are on in America here. There's too many American circuits, game.
Yeah, it's this friend I know called Ben Dover.
Bend over.
Really nice, really nice guy actually.
Bend over. Sorry. Don't. If you take that if we take that out of context, guys, you know what I'm talking about. But
Yep. Okay, James. In about 49 seconds, you'll be doing Drive the Day with James. Limited.
more people are putting in the chat. There's so many more comments. Great. Back to work. Good night. See you next time. Jonah. I think that's how you say it. Jonah or Joanna. Oh, flip in the pits.
Oh my god.
He's run out of fuel. No, that's not what he want to say. He's run out of fuel. Oh, God, Christ.
Does he run out of fuel?
Joanna, well done, mate. Well, good night. Good night then.
Oh my god, he has as well.
And we'll see you
5
next
minutes
time.
to go.
And we'll,
He's lost the lead.
And we'll see you next time. Please do subscribe and do click the like button, and then you can and the bell, and you can always get notified, and you can always pop on a stream. We do appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Zanfold, yeah, Zanfold would be lovely. Drive the day then. We've got 1 minute and 50 seconds to go. So
Flip's third. What the? Oh my god.
Squawk, squawk. What the squawk? Yes, that's right. KFC chicken. Oh, it's probably. Oh, sorry, I can't figure the answer at that. You just said that. What the? It says what the on it.
Oh my god.
He still can win this race. Come on, Flip. We believe. Well, she believes.
He's 26 seconds behind. He's got no hope.
How did it go? How did the thing go? She believed, he didn't, and that's Sperry. I can't think what it says. Oh god, we talk too much about memes at college, so. Oh yeah, she believed he died. Sperry. Sorry. Double podium. HLB Racing. Come on. Yes, double podium for them. Actually first and second for for HLB. Team HRB tonight. Can we go off this camera now to back to broadcast cam, please? It's been very interesting.
Okay, boss.
I'm not your boss. Please don't call me that ever. If you had to have someone as your boss, it'd be Gavra as your boss, but we don't want that.
James, I need your driver of the day. Limited.
I know I'm older than you, by the way, but I'm not your boss.
I'm the boss now. I need a driver of the day. Limited now.
Drive the Day Limited. Well, it can't be Flip anymore because he had a great drive and he just bottled the lead, so we can't call Flip on this. What a crazy, annoying person he is. If we don't get a podium today, I'm sadly not talking to Flip. He has to get a podium today, or else I'm not talking to him. How wide?
Bastard.
Oh, he's left as well. Oh, Alachamps is last. I don't know why Alachamps last, but he is. Maybe had a bad day at the office. Anyway, my drive today has to be Lonnie. And I'm going to tell you why, because I know you're thinking he got pole today. He got pole, but he kept him behind. He kept Flip behind for the 6 laps he was behind him. He kept him behind, but then finally Flip got through. I know, but he just kept him behind. He's not put a fault wrong except spinning once, of course. But that I shouldn't really be saying that. But yeah, it would have to be him and Flip as my driver today. But if I had to pick one, it'd be Lonnie.
Well, thank you very much. That is your driver of the day with James Limited. That is Lonnie _HLB.
And it is going to, guys, be a HLB top 2. Interesting, incredible race today. It's been absolutely brilliant. If you want to watch next week's, by the way, and you're wondering where we're going next week, because I'm wondering where we're going next week, because I haven't looked at the thing yet. We are going next week to Watkins Glen. Oh, I hate that circuit. Oh, I absolutely hate Watkins Glen. No. If you've ever watched Project Cars, guys, Watkins Glen, they do not have a chicane on Watkins Glen. They have 2 circuits, Watkins Glen on Project Cars. They have the national, the international, the national and the GP circuit, and both the circuits again without the chicane.
That's nice. Right.
I'm just sitting here, just annoyed now. Come on, Flip Flip, catch up. Come on, you've got 1 minute 25 seconds to go. Come on.
Well, Lonnie will be getting the white flag. Lonnie will be getting the white flag. It's 1 to go. 1 to go. White flag is out for Lonnie. White flag actually means 1 lap to go. This is your final lap with 57 seconds remaining. Let's wait and see if he doesn't mess up. He does have Marco about 2 seconds behind, so maybe he can.
Oh, what is this camera view? What is this camera view?
It's called broken.
What was that camera? I don't know why he was doing the Dutch angle. I know Lonnie's Dutch, but please don't do a Dutch angle again. Never give me a Dutch angle. We don't want one. Thank you. Anyway. What do you think about this race then? If you had to put this into out of 10, and it's the first race that Flip hasn't won, so...
I would put it into a nice steady 8. I'm quite critical on those things. I don't really award them very highly. I believe this is an 8. For the sake of Vero, he came through the field and did very well. Lonnie is very fantastic, and I talk like a dickhead, so really, it's a real win-win situation there.
Out of 10, it would be a 7, a steady 7 for me. It's a race that had everything. And we only have 3 more corners to go. Into the third to last corner now we turn. Out of the second to last corner now we turn, and we head to your lead commentator tonight, which was of course Didux/Ethan for the final time.
Whoever's going to be waving that flag is going to be waving it high and 5 with actually Lonnie winning, and it's actually going to be someone else who actually wins this season in GTE. Lonnie takes a checkered flag. It is a 1-2 for HLB Racing, and what a result they've got here today. Absolutely fantastic for Ford. Unfortunately, Flip had to pit again, but Lonnie is the star man here today. He picks up also the driver of the day, the pole position, and the race win. It's basically the Triple Crown. Not a Triple Crown? What's it called? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Because Lonnie is the man of the moment. Now I will try and get some people to talk to after the race, because...
if you wanted to know, by the way, just to quickly give you some perspective, it was Fernando Alonso waving the checkered flag there. He decided to give a bit of time away from his job, and he's now waved the checkered flag for you on the circuit.
Oh, really?
One more car to come, 2 more cars come across. But yeah, it was Fernando Alonso today who waved that checkered flag. He did say that his favourite driver in the series, by the way, had to be Lonnie. His second favourite was Flip because he's amazing, and his first favourite was Gavra. So there you go.
That's nice of him. That's very nice of him.
I actually pay attention for once. I don't normally pay attention to anyone, but anyway, we're done. It's Lonnie
That's
winning.
nice.
Only 4 cars on the lead lap here. So Lonnie winning from Marquez, from Flip. Lonnie with a 1 hour 30 minutes, 28 seconds there. ID4 4th. Aguilera 5th. You could have watched this on YouTube, by the way. It was a good stream. I do want to say this. Lonnie Aguilera 1985 on YouTube. Go and subscribe. He's only on 2 subscribers. Get him to 5, and that'd be appreciated. We'll be making his day. Husa next led the irons in 7th. 8th was Gavra. Nothing bad to say about Gavra tonight. Can't say anything bad about him at all. Get slaughtered. Kamos next in 9th, and 10th was Alochamps. A poor race from Alochamps there. Did not finish, actually. He did not finish. Wow, I thought he finished. Apparently he did not finish that race, which is not good for him.
I think he was the one who crashed at the exit of turn 14, so that's why. We're
gonna get him, and we are gonna try and get Flip in, because finally got a podium. If he didn't get a podium today, he would have been out of here. But Flip with the fastest lap of 1:22.099. 9.9, I think that is, or just 9. Very good lap from him. Really disappointed today with Alochamps, his performance. But other than that, we have to say, what a race from these drivers today. An absolute brilliant race. And thanks to everyone who has been watching. If you did enjoy, please as always smash a like and subscribe. And what a race! It's the first ever HLB double 1 and 2 on the podium, and it has to be said, I've got to say that Flip has not performed to his best today, but still did alright. I'm gonna leave in a second and get a car up. That's Flip's car, and we'll try and talk to Aguilera and Flip Allo Champs and Flip Flip, and they'll be the two we talk to. Is that if that's alright?
Yep.
Well, I'm loading out the session now because I'm going to get one of the cars up. Sadly, we don't have the GTE car. I don't have the I don't think I have the GTE car. I think I have the GTE 3 car of Porsche. Are they using GT3 cars or is it GT cars they're using?
GTE.
Yeah, I've not got the mod then. I've still got the add-on then they've got, sadly. But you know, you knew. Anyway, let's get the GT3 Porsche up and just say it wasn't their day today. We will quickly add them into the party. Who would you like to add instead? Would you like anyone else to be added or just them two? Flip, ID4. Oh, Flip Flip has. It's given it.
Beat you.
Yeah, Lonnie did it, and he deserves it. He did a great job today. That was awesome.
We saw that.
Oh, we will take that up. Oh. Does anyone have Lonnie as a friend? Does anyone have Lonnie as a friend? Sorry guys, does anyone have Lonnie as a friend here? Is it double L? Is it double L for Lonnie? Yes it is. Yes it is. There we go, I've added him to the party. There we go.
Is it?
Yes.
It's just a 1L.
I mean N, sorry.
Oh, double N.
But yes, what did you think about it? What I'm going to say to you, what a great battle you had with Lonnie.
That was awesome. There was so much fun. I would say that was the best race of the season so far, for me at least. The fight with Lonnie was really close, very clean, and yeah, I very much enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I think if people would say tonight it was a surprising race because on paper you were looking like you were going to do it anyway. Enough about you not winning the race. You've won the championship by the way, so well done.
Yeah, thank you very much.
If Lonnie wins the rest of the season, he will be one race behind you on wins, so there's no point. He can't beat you technically.
Yeah,
but
right.
so how do you? Sorry.
I'm a little bit worried about Ellerton. I don't know what happened to him. I saw his car standing in the wall for a couple of laps in the end.
Yeah, I think he went out of turn 14 in the last corner. I think he just put his foot a little bit too hard down, and I think he went on the grass and just completely decked the car. So
yeah,
I believe he just had a little problem there.
But why did he not jump back to the pits?
Because he was past the pit entry and he couldn't go backwards.
Yeah, okay. I didn't talk to him yet, but yeah, that was very unfortunate for him.
I think that's
it. Really was.
I'm not entirely sure.
How was the straight line speed of the Fords? Because obviously we found out in Belgium that the straight line speed of the Ford was actually a lot more than we actually was anticipating against the Porsche. But did you find it okay or?
No, today the difference was not so big like at Spa, I would say. I used pretty low downforce and yeah. Then I used in Laguna Seca and yeah, I did some changes on the dampers. I'm slowly starting to learn how to set them and yeah, the car.
Nice. Unfortunately, he's a little bit late, so the championship hasn't been really updated on the website. But I believe that you have actually won the GTE championship, so well done.
And
I
yeah,
believe so, because we have 4 races left.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll just
But
tell you now.
Jovanovic is not lazy. He just had problems with his computer, I think.
Yeah, that's
So
totally
depend on a
fine.
little bit.
So yeah, coming into after well, if we have 5 races after today, right? No, if you class today, you have 5 races, right? So 5 chances for Lonnie to win, right? He's won one of them, so he's got 4 more chances. You've won one, two. You've won 7 races, so technically you've won the championship.
Yeah, yeah, great.
So
But still, I'm learning a lot, and yeah, like I said, the car I had today, never before I had such a good car. Before in the races, I always had problems when I lifted the brake too quickly, then I lost the rear. But yeah, today I was able to manage it quite good.
Do you think it's because of setup or?
Yeah, it must be something in the damper.
I mean, that wasn't too bad. I mean, he came back. I think you're like 25 seconds away from the lead at one point, and he just completely bolted and got past him. And then obviously the fuel situation, which wasn't too great, but yeah, he did quite well.
After that incident in the beginning, there was contact, I don't know, with Lonnie or with Marcos. I think it was with Marcos. My car was damaged a little bit in the front, and then there was another small incident with the Corvette. I think it was Gavranovic. There was very little contact side by side, and yeah, that didn't help. But after the pit stop, when I repaired the damage, I was able to improve my lap times and put a lot of pressure on Lonnie. But yeah,
yeah, was
then
it?
I ran out of fuel.
Yeah, was it the when you pitted? Because Cash says I think Flip changed to softs for the second stint, and your pace increased dramatically. Did you change tires or did you change from the?
I changed tires, but I kept on using the hard tires for the whole race. In the qualifying, I used soft tires.
Because they think you got the softs on because you did a blistering pace. I still can't believe that on the hards. Then you did that much speed.
Yeah, that probably has to do with the damage. I had front aero damage, and yeah, probably
Yeah.
that's the reason. And
Well,
somehow the second stint always is faster than the first one, in my opinion.
The track's warmer, you know. Technically, you could say the engine's warmer, and you'll be able to get higher speeds quite easier. But yeah, second stint was a lot better for you because you had fixed car, new tyres, more fuel.
Yeah, it was difficult to overtake in the beginning with a little bit of damage. There was also a great fight with Lad the Iron. I was not able to pass him. He was too quick, and I tried everything. And yeah, it was a great race today.
We were seeing that with Gavra and Led the Iron. We were seeing that obviously you got past Gavra, but about a lap you were behind him. We were thinking, you know, Flip's got a problem or something to do with the car. You know, he's not normally like this.
Yeah,
yeah,
there was a little bit of damage, and it's not easy to overtake here.
Especially with the tyre and everything.
I didn't take too much risk, and yeah, so I was more waiting for the pit stop to come.
So somebody in the chat just asked, "Are you looking forward to Watkins Glen?" So are you?
Yes, I very much like Watkins Glen. It's pretty much a high-speed track, I would say.
Yeah. It's if you want to know what kind of configuration of that circuit you're doing, it's the GP circuit.
Yeah, all right, okay. I mean, Cadwell, last week you asked me about Indianapolis, the road course, and yeah, I very much like it now. It's great to drive. There are high-speed corners, and yeah, you can find a really nice rhythm, and yeah, I like it very much now.
Yeah, it's a very good circuit.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, today, yeah, it's a very good circuit, and you did a really good job today, so well done.
Yeah, thank you. And thank
For
you for doing the commentary.
Thank you very much for putting the show on. So, thank you very much. So, I think we're just about all done. In next, is it the 2 week break or
no,
it is the
next week we are at Watkins Glen, then we have a break of a week,
Yeah.
and then we're back as a Keto, which is actually
there we go.
Suzuka.
So we do have Watkins Glen. If you do want to see that, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Please hit the like, it does help us out. So let us know if you actually like this content. We will have, we do many different championships with project cars. We do BMW 2002, GT1, GTs, which we had today, Radical Series in the Academy. So if you do want to see that, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, it'll let you know. Links down in the description to website, to our Twitter, to our Facebook, all of that information. So if you would like to join the league, please have a look down there.
We have
We'd love
Alan.
to have you in.
Yeah, we have Alan. We have the Radicals tomorrow night, and then on Saturday we have the LMPs.
And we also do have Formula 1 on a Monday and a Tuesday if you'd like to join that. So I think that wraps up everything. So I've been joined by James.
Thanks for having me. Thanks.
Thank you very much for your commentating. Thank you very much for answering our questions and putting on a good show tonight.
What I'm gonna, the honest thing I'm gonna say quickly before we do go is what a run from 9th to first in like 6 laps, I think it was. And then that problem we had with fuel, which is not good. But other than that, you did really well to get from 9th to first.
Yeah, but that took me almost the whole race, and not just 6 laps, I think.
Well, it took you 6 laps to get to, I think it was third, and then after that it took you a bit harder to get to the lead. But still, that's incredible though. I couldn't do it.
Are you sure? I will have a look at the stream. It felt longer to recover, but yeah, I'm going to look at the stream now.
If I got that wrong, I do apologise, but it was quicker than I would have done it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, thank you very much for joining us. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, James.
Thanks.
Hopefully, we'll be able to see you at Watkins Glen next week.
Yeah, I'll be here by myself.
Yeah, actually, yes, you will. I've got my mock exam, so I'm looking forward to that. So, James, enjoy yourself. Enjoy James as well. He will be very entertaining for you guys. So, see you later, guys. Goodbye.
Bye.